Hello, Coach. Another week, another interview.
Good to see you again, Mike.
Last week you beat Fond du Lac 7-1 and West Bend 9-1, and that pushed the Stars to 7-0 and 3-0 in conference. When you look specifically at those games, what did you see from the team that tells you this starts for real?
Well, I think what I've seen most often so far this year is that our depth has a tendency to wear people down. You do see a little bit higher scoring second and third period than you do in the first period. It shows a really strong commitment on behalf of the kids just to keep their fight going, and we really appreciate their effort, knowing that sometimes you do have some adversity and you've got to buckle down and make sure you can play an entire game instead of just a period at a time.
You mentioned the scoring. You've outscored opponents this year, the 7 of them, 54-15, and you're second in the state in all but being second in the state. And then all but 4 skaters have scored a goal, and all but 1 has an assist. What does that kind of scoring depth for your team do for your team, and how much does it reflect the way you want the group to play?
Well, I think it shows that we've got a pretty balanced attack on how we score our goals. All of our lines have scored at one point or another this year. The kids are pretty excited for each other, especially when they get their first goal of the year, especially if they're a new player getting their first goal as a Star. It's always exciting, and so the guys are always encouraging of each other. They care about who scores, but they certainly are more focused on the team winning and the team scoring than the individual scoring.
Right, good. This might be a sore point, but the team is second in the state in something else, and that's penalties with 43. But your penalty kill is at 93%. How do you feel about the balance right now? Are you okay with some of those penalties as part of playing aggressive, or is reducing them still a big part of the emphasis?
Well, the emphasis is absolutely reducing them, reducing the lazy penalties, what we would call cross-check behind the play, tripping, hooking, things of that nature. We haven't been as disciplined as we need to be, and it will, at some point this year, it's going to hurt.
Okay.
Right now, the biggest hurt comes in shortening the bench on penalty kill, and the goaltenders having to work a lot harder than they should have to work under the circumstances. We just talked about it at practice here tonight. There are some new rules in place based on those types of penalties, and it's going to change, hopefully, their attitudes and their mindset.
Good. I mean, as far as I see, that's the only shortcoming, right?
It certainly gives us something to work on.
Correct. Going the other way, of course, you're 48% on the power play with 27 chances. That's a huge number. What's working so well on the power play right now, and what are the habits you want to make sure you don't slip up as the season goes on?
The biggest thing that speaks to the success of the power play is the depth that we have, the talent that we have at forward. But obviously, every time you're on the power play, the puck moves faster than you can skate. The speed of the game is determined based on moving the puck. The better we are at moving the puck, the better chances we have at finding the back of the net on the power play. So the guys have been doing a pretty good job of that, but there's always room for improvement.
Sure. I gotta say, they have been doing very good, just in general, putting the puck in the net. So, final question. This week you got a conference road game at Waupun, then a big non-conference test against an unbeaten De Pere team that's done well against the same conference opponents you face. What are the keys for the Stars in those 2 games, and what will you be looking for from your group beyond just the final score?
First and foremost, staying out of the penalty box. Second, traveling up to Waupun, they always have a good, solid group of kids. I think our depth is a bit better than them this year, but nonetheless, they will be in the game. They will play hard, and they certainly would enjoy being the first team to beat us this year, and we have to come ready to play an entire hockey game. As far as De Pere, Coach Capo, they've got a good program. He's always got his team ready to play. I've known him a long time, and they play a very intense, hard forechecking style of hockey, so we've got to be on our toes and be ready to move the puck quickly if we want to come out on top in that game.
Good. I assume you give yourself decent chances this week, right?
I'd like to give ourselves a decent chance every time we play,
Mm-hmm.
but nonetheless, we have to execute. We have to put the puck in the back of the net. We have to play good team defense, and we've got work to do to get ready for each one of those games.
Good. Well, thanks for the chat, and
You're welcome.
have a good week at practice, and look forward to watching those games.
Sounds good. See you soon.
Bye.